So today we're going to be working on how to make this amazing flyer. And first of all, I started with, of course, typing out the text and going to Pinterest to get the image I'm going to use for the design. And after placing the image in the right position, I went on to duplicate the image. And next, I used Gaussian blur to blur the background after making it big behind the character. Blur the background, and next, I tried to make the image on top blend in with the image beneath it. So I added the layer mask to the image on top and used the brush tool, right? Made the edges soft and tried to fade it in and all of that. So that's what I'm trying to get the accurate thing and get it to blend. But I don't think that is going to look so good and give me the effect that I want. So instead, I decided to make a selection of the entire thing, right? To cut out the character, or rather crop out the character from the image, so I can create the effect that you are seeing on that design. So I'm carefully making the selections, I'm zooming in to get it right. And as it stands now, the pick selection tool or the magic wand tool I was using is not working as I expected it to. So I switched to the lasso tool to help me achieve what I want to achieve and all. So now I've selected the areas that I really want to select. I'm still filtering all around to make sure that everything is okay. So right now we are done selecting. So we'll move on to make a mask, right? So we'll just mask the selected area and all of that, so that we can now set up the masking just using these configurations here, and then press OK, so that we now have our image and this is clean now, right? This is before, this is after, and now we can go ahead and do what we want to do with the design, with the text rather. So now I drag the text above the cropped image, above everything on the page at a time, and then put it up a little so I can duplicate it. Now we've duplicated the text. We're trying to find the correct placement or the nice placement for it. Don't forget, I'm just doing this on the fly. I didn't have this design already made before, so we're trying to just do this straight from idea, right? And I'm bringing it to life. So right now, I'm not sure where to place this, how to put the 7 kilometer run or walk and all. So I just go ahead and start working on the ones that I can think of for now. So I write the name of the brand that I'm working for, and just make the text, remove the bold in the text, and try to align it to the center of the page. Next, I select the rectangle tool. I want to make a line, but I don't want the line to be so thin that you can't see it. So I use a rectangle and made it look like a line by reducing the size very much. It looks like a line. That way I am fully in control of the size of the line. Yeah, there are other ways you can make the line look more visible, but then as you can see, as I zoomed out, right, the line kind of disappeared. So I can now go in, increase the size a little bit. But if you want to use line, you can use line and stroke the line, but I prefer doing this anyway. I type out the other texts that I'm going to need to complete the design. So say register to participate, and then I reduce the size of the text to be able to see what I'm typing, and I complete the text. So now we are done typing the text, and we can now start doing what we want to do. So I duplicate the text to remove one part of it so I can style the other part the way I want to style it. So let's see what we can come up with. This is the button area I'm trying to create. So I drew a rectangle, rounded rectangle, made the edges very round, and then removed the fill and added the border to it, a white border that is quite thin, right? Now I'm change the color of the text, right? And I'm aligning the two of them by selecting them and using the alignment tools to align them to where I want them to be, right? So now I'm done aligning the button and it looks good right now. So I will go over to Pinterest to try to get some images that I'm going to use. So I want it to look like someone is clicking it. So I'm searching for a mouse that I'm going to use. I think I like this one, so I just copy it. Okay, let me use this instead. Just copy it and paste here and use the magic wand tool to select the white areas and delete, right? And deselect it, go over to the layer, and now I'm adding a color overlay of white so it looks white. I'm reducing the size of the mouse and positioning it right on top of the button that I just created. Now I think this looks quite cool. So next, we remove the website from beside the text that we already written, and now we are styling the text. So to make that text look better, I made it uppercase and then increase the space between the letters. That's the letter spacing. And of course, I feel like this always looks better when it's in all caps, so that's why I made it all caps. And then that is cool. And I'm going to change the text to something that looks yellowy and somewhere between orange and yellow and all. So now I'm trying to work on that main text to see what we can come up with there. Still not quite sure what I want to do there, but let's see. So far I duplicated the text, and now on the one on top, right, I removed the fill and then added a stroke to it. Now you won't be able to see what is going on there until we actually. Now this is when I just remove the fill. Now you can see there is a stroke. That text effect that I know many of you are looking forward to. That's how it was created. So duplicated the text, remove the fill of the one on top, right, and then put a stroke around the one on top, and so the image is between the normal text and the stroke text. So that's how you have that effect, right? So if you look, we are still trying to brainstorm around the placement of the image, or of the text rather. So that's what we are doing. That lets you know that design is not something you have you don't have everything before you start making it. So you just have to start, and then it keeps flowing. So currently I'm trying to adjust the text, the alive and thankful text. Let's see what we can get from that. None of these things seem to work for me, so I'm just trying to find what is the right thing to do. Well, if I can't find the right thing to do yet, I just have to continue with my design. And now I'm writing the call to action, completing the call to action session, and all of that. So call, text, WhatsApp, then we enter the phone number. Now we reduce the size of that. Okay, we are placing everything right the way they should be, and want to make that part bold to call attention to that particular area. I select the text and select the bold and italicized, the black rather, italicized part. I'm changing the color, right, to something yellowy. Then we're done with that part. Then to create more definition under it, we draw a rectangle underneath the whole thing at the bottom of the design. Place it above the image, but beneath the text. We change the color to something dark, right? Remember, we are still brainstorming all of this. None of this was a planned stuff, so yeah, still brainstorming this. So I now added a layer mask and using a brush cleaned off the top part of it, right? So we can have the fade in there, and come on, this is looking way better than before. It gives more definition to that lower part, and yeah, I think it looks cool. So at the end of the day, I picked a color from the image. That's something you can use. Pick a color from the image you are using. If you want a dark color, if the image you're using has a color like that, you can pick it from there. All right, so now we are on Pinterest. I wanted to add more definition to that black area instead of just plain black. So since we are doing something for health and gym, I had to find some patterns that align with that. So I'm copying this particular pattern and I'm placing it on my design, but that is not fitting the way I want. So yeah, of course, I'm going to blend it, choose a blending option that kind of keeps it within the kind of looks good, right, as a background for that dark area, right? So, but like I said, we're still brainstorming all of this. So I'm trying this out. Let's see. So of course, I'm going to duplicate it to allow it to touch other parts of the design and all. So I reduce it a little bit more. Of course, I've selected the both layers, reduced a little bit more, and I'm duplicating this other pattern. Okay. Putting it on top of the image, clipping it into the image, and now as you can see, we have what looks like a pattern over the lady, right? We're trying to adjust the hue and saturation to see if we can get something good, but that doesn't seem to work so good. I'm trying to use manual adjustments to make it direct, to apply it directly on the lady and see if we can get the effect that we are looking for. Alright, if you've been enjoying this tutorial so far, Do well to like this video and subscribe to this channel. It encourages us to keep doing what we are doing and to keep dishing out good content for you. And also also feel free to share the video to your friends and people who you think are gonna like it. So thank you very much. Let's get back to our video. Also, if some of the concepts we are talking about or we are using in this video are advanced for you, or you've not seen them, or you don't understand them, or you just want more clarity on them, we have videos on every single one of these, on the layer mask, on the working on text, on everything. We have basic and advanced tutorial. So do well to go through our channel and find the tutorial that you need, and just jump back to this video after you've gotten a hang of it. Thank you. So yeah, we're still trying to place the patterns. Now we've placed the pattern on the lady. We're also trying to place a pattern on the black area, the dark area, to see what we've gotten. Now we have something good on the dark areas, but I'm not yet very comfortable with what we have on the lady. It kind of steals. It kind of steals the popping on the lady, right? But then I'm still that one is work in progress. So let's see what we've got from it. So I'm trying to adjust many things. Try to adjust the hue, try to adjust the opacity of the image, of the pattern, try to adjust the level of the image. So yeah, we want to add more contrast to the image. That is what we're doing now, adding more contrast, and I'm using levels. So go to adjustments. If you don't have that place showing in your own app, your software, your Photoshop software, go to Windows and adjustments and find it, and just do the setup the way I'm doing it. So we are just working through things to see which works for us and what makes the image pop a whole lot. Now I like this particular adjustment because it has a way of making the light and the dark areas pop exactly the way you want. Gives you full control over it, and you know exactly what you're doing. So now we have the lady's looking good, right? But we need some kind of space on top, right? So yeah, now we have the space, but the place we removed is the background is showing. So I selected the layer mask on the image, right, and making sure that the foreground color is black. I'm wiping off that top area. So we are done with that now, and let's see what we can do with this alive and thankful. We're still brainstorming that part still is trying to stress me, but yeah, it's part of what we do as designers. You find out the best place to place a thing, and then you put it there. Yeah, I'm still trying to see if something else can be done to the background to make it better. I think I like what I have so far. So let's just keep moving and see. So I'm adding a layer, a color overlay on it. Then I'm reducing the opacity. Of course, change the color of the overlay to something like the color of the dark area beneath the design, and then faded it a little bit. You see, now makes the lady pop a lot more. So yeah, not confusing her with the background and all. So I think I'm trying to make up my mind on this area where to put the 7 kilometers. Yeah. So I think I've decided to put them all in one line. So I've written the one on the stroke. So I just edited the one without the strokes. I put the one in front and the one behind. Now I used Control, select the two layers and adjusting the size, right, to make it blend. Deleted the other 7 kilometers we have up there, and then moving on, still trying to place alive and thankful. I know some of you like the placement of this alive and thankful, but it's good you see the process where it came from. It didn't just come like that. We had to rework it a whole lot of times before we came up with what we actually had there and all. So that idea came to my mind now, to use this circle to put it around her head. So now I drew that circle, selected that, copied that text, and now click on my text. Press T for my text too, and then go to the edge of the circle and click once and pasted it. Now I began to adjust the nodes on that circle to get exactly what I want. So yeah, I'm still trying to adjust it to make sure they get placed very well. Yeah, as you can see, okay, that looks more like it. Okay, a little more. Yeah, then select everything and reduce the size of the text. Of course, made it uppercase, and then reduce the size of the text. And of course, I'm going to increase the letter spacing. I told you I like to do that most times when I do when I use uppercase, right? Or whenever I space my letters, I like to use uppercase. Now I just added more definition to it by adding some bold style to the text. Yep, still making those adjustments. Now I'm selecting the circle to remove it. Now we have what we have. Is that not looking so good? Now I like what we have, and it's looking more like it. Okay. Still working, trying out the options of this placement. Okay, so now we're trying to add a gradient to it to make it feel more into the design, right? And also we're changing it to observe how we picking colors from the background, somewhere around the background. Of course, we tweak some of them, but yeah, now this looks good. Added the gradient with a reflect style on it, and now this looks well blended, and the yellow feels like it's popping with the yellow on her skin, right? So kind of the light is affecting the text too, so it kind of creates an effect that I think makes a whole lot of sense. Okay, still trying to work that background to see if I can get something better. Yeah, I still feel black is cool, but then I feel like we need to adjust the opacity, the saturation of that particular of the background to see if we can get more popping style. But I don't know if this is going to work for me. I have to reduce the saturation, the hue and all. Let's get something more shiny but not too shiny. Yeah, sometimes more color makes the design look weak and all of that, depending on the style you are trying to build, to design with and all. Okay, I think I like that black and white, but I may not be going with that. Okay, looks good. Looks good. Okay. Yeah, we're trying to get a richer placement of these things. So I'm trying to select holding control and to select the different parts of the image of the design to adjust them properly, right? So we're trying to move the footer area a little bit down so the space under is not too much. And next we want to move it up, right? Move it up so that it stays above other stuff. And then we select the text and other stuff, so we can move them down. Oh, selected wrongly. No, we need to find the other one. No, I think it should be somewhere down. Yep. So move it down, yeah, and increase the size as well. Then move it a little lower, yeah, so it balances very well. Then select the Alive and Thankful. Try to center it horizontally, and yeah, we're increasing the size of the image, so it kind of fills up the entire place much more and takes more space. Of course, we need to move the Alive and Thankful text up a bit. Yeah, this is just our final touches to make sure that everything looks good the way they are supposed to look, and nothing is looking strange or weirdly placed. It's about intentionality in design. You have to be intentional about what you're doing. Yeah, I wanted to see if I can make it visible that the text is under the hair. So I put the text beneath the image I selected and the hair. That didn't seem to make much of a difference, but still working that out. Still trying to see if we can make that pattern better. Pattern down there. If you look closely, you can see there's a pattern there. We have to make it use it to create a definition without making it disturbance or a bug. Kind of blocks the text and all. So yeah, because the Alive and Thankful text doesn't make any difference whether it's beneath the hair or not, so we have raised it lifted it a little bit. That brings us to the end of the design. We are saving our design, and that is basically it. Of course, with Ctrl S or Ctrl Shift S, as the case may be, and that is it. So thank you very much for joining us in today's tutorial. If you are confused as to how we did the things we did in this tutorial, or that, you can check out our basic course or our advanced course. These are full courses. Once again, thank you. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe, and of course share it to people that are going to need it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.